guys, so here we have the Marvel Legends Maverick figure, which has been so long overdue. It's nice to finally see this dude in all his glory with such a badass costume. Finally in the 6-inch scale, the Marvel Legends line. He looks beautiful. I'm going to say this wave to me, in my opinion, is not a must pick up for me. It's a lot of reused body molds. The only other figure in this line that I'm like, oh my god, this lineup I really want is Warpath. However, he is going to be re-released with Storm, so I might just wait personally and pick him up with Storm, and hopefully he has some knives with him there. I'm not too familiar with the Warpath character. I have not read a ton of X-Men comics. I've read enough though to know a little bit about him, but I know that I definitely want his figure, and I'm really excited to see Maverick here. So you can see Maverick right here. You can see Strong Guy's arm here, which is another figure from this wave that I think is terribly important to have. A very beautiful looking Build-A-Figure, and probably one I'll just order online after all this is done, or maybe he'll be re-released. I know I've seen Build-A-Figures re-released, so fingers crossed here, man. But anyways, you can see Maverick in the Strong Guy piece. Looks wonderful. You can see some X's behind him. Legend Series, Marvel's Maverick, Hasbro. Foreign up at the top there. Build-A-Figure Marvel Strong Guy. Not for children under 3 years. On the side we get some cool art of Maverick just being a badass. Very, very nice. On the other side we get the same art. On the back here we get a nice little read-up on Maverick that says Marvel's Maverick. Maverick absorbs the force of enemy attacks, converting it into hyper-concussive blasts of power. Very, very dope. And you can see all the other figures in the lineup here. And Strong Guy. Now, it's not a terrible lineup. I shouldn't say that, but there's just certain figures in here that make me go, I don't really want to buy him just so I can build Strong Guy. I'd rather wait. Black Tom Cassidy, to me, looks like a piece of junk figure. It's a reused body mold. Sunspot, cool character, but a body mold that has just been used too many times, man. I'm sick of seeing that Bucky Cap mold, and I believe he's on that mold. The Deadpool characters I think are cool. The Pirate Deadpool I don't really give a shit about. Warpath looks great though. So overall there's probably 4 figures in this wave that I definitely want. The X-Men Deadpool is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of want him. So honestly there's more figures I want than don't want. I really just don't care about I haven't read much about Shikla. I don't know much about her, to be completely honest. Tom Cassidy, I don't really care about that much, to be honest. Unless we're talking Deadpool 2, that was kind of funny. He was used as a gag, though, whatever. And the Pirate Deadpool, I don't really care for. The rest are, they're okay. I think they're decent. But Maverick is definitely my number one here that I want. Him and Warpath and Strong Guy are my 3 figures. He's my number one. So I'm really excited to have him. On the top here, too, you can just see the Marvel logo. And on the bottom, there's a bunch of hoopla. And the barcode, if you want it, you can screenshot it. And I'll shine the light on it here. Screenshot that baby if you'd like. Otherwise, he'll be hitting stores really soon. So I know I got him up here in northern Minnesota, and we literally get figures so late. So I was really surprised to see him show up. Aside from that, guys, the packaging is wonderful. Typical Marvel Legends packaging. Great photography here. Really excited to take a look at this figure. So let's open him up. So here's the first pistol or blaster we see with Maverick, where he can kind of, transfer his energy into these guns or whatever. And I feel like we've seen this before. This looks awfully familiar, but I cannot think of what figure it was. It almost reminds me of the guns we saw with Star-Lord, the Entertainment Earth exclusive version, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong about that, though. If it's not, I don't know why it reminds me of it, but I feel like it might be. Maybe. I don't know. Comment and let me know. I'm genuinely really curious about that, but this gun is awfully familiar. Overall, looks good. It looks very, very plasticky in some areas, so, it might serve you well if you decide to repaint it. Honestly, it wouldn't be a waste, because that plasticky look is a little rough. Aside from that, you get some nice sculpting details, decent paint work. I mean, it matches the tone of his outfit, so I guess that's important for the most part, matches, so great sculpt work on this gun. Overall, looks pretty cool. Then here's the second gun he comes with, which is a gun we have not seen before. At least I don't think we have. And that looks very cool. I really like how this looks. If you don't look at these magazines or this little piece here, that just looks like a regular ass pistol with some really souped up add-ons. So you get 2 double magazines in here. And then this cover for the hilt or whatever, where his fingers can kind of slip in there. Overall, that looks really, really nice, and definitely the cooler of the 2 guns, in my opinion. And if you want, you can fit that gun with the 2 magazines in his holster. However, it really fits kind of awkward and doesn't actually stick through the end there, so I don't know. It looks a little off. And I believe you can fit this other gun in there too. In fact, it fits in there a lot better. The only problem with this guy is he does not have a holster for the second gun. So there's a holster just for one gun, and it's definitely this gun. This one fits a lot better, however. This one will fit if you'd like. Aside from that, he holds his guns very, very nicely. You can just pop them in there, and this is kind of a pain in the ass. His hands are a bit of a tougher plastic, but you can see, boy, that looks really, really nice, man. They molded that just perfectly, so his hand just slips in there very nice. You can pop the second gun out here and put it in the other hand if you'd like. We can get it in there. Nice that these guns are like a softer, bendier plastic though, so they don't break or anything, because these hands are really tough. And here we have Maverick with both the guns in his hands. They fit in the opposite hands very nicely as well, so you can switch them up if you please. And as for his face sculpt, I think it looks really phenomenal. I really like the black and yellow paint work. I do not see any paint imperfections on his face, and that hair sculpt is beautiful, man. I love it. I love the red eyes and everything. They did a really, really nice job with this face sculpt and the headgear as well that the tubes connect to look great. And this neck piece here, which almost looks like some kind of breather. I don't know a whole ton about Maverick, but I know a little bit about him, and I've definitely seen a few appearances where he's a cool figure to own and put alongside our heroes. So, very, very cool. Heroes or villains, I guess, you know. But very, very cool overall. I really like the sculpt work and the color work with this guy. You can see his little backpack here also looks very, very nice. Again, great sculpting work, but still a very plasticky look on the back. It's a bit rough. This is a really, really soft plastic too, so it's not going to break. I'm guessing it does port into his back. I don't think it's on a peg though, so I don't think it's coming off. And yeah, it's definitely not coming off. No, you can see there's a rectangle sticking into his back there. So this figure is specifically sculpted for this backpack. So aside from that, this upper body is totally nice. Again, a really plasticky look all throughout. It almost looks like a wavy kind of plastic look that you can see in there, but I guess I kind of expected it. It's not a huge bummer. These tubes are also very nice too, with soft plastic. They definitely are not going to break. Overall, this upper body piece is good, and the colors are very, very consistent. However, this yellow here on his mask looks like it's a bit of a different shade than the one on his suit. Not really a huge deal though, not terribly noticeable until I got him under the light here. So not a huge complaint. So aside from this upper body here, I want to mention one more thing. I really love how this piece on his at the edge of his collarbone just kind of sticks up there. That is very, very dope. They did that really nicely. I also want to mention too, I like how these belts here are connected to his belt around the waist. Those look really, really nice, and I love the connection here. There is a bit of paint bleeding right there that looks awful. I could touch that up though, but it just looks really rough. And these are all a soft plastic too, so they're not going to get in the way of the articulation. On the bottom you can see some more paint imperfections there. It almost looks like the paint is peeling off, so that's kind of a bummer. However, this is all connected, all looks really, really nice. I overall love this belt a lot, a very nice soft plastic piece. And I like the consistency here too. You have this black strap on his abdomen going down to his pelvis, so that's really cool. And it looks like consistent, man, because you can't see under here. However, it is sculpted all the way through, so it looks very nice even though it's blocked by this belt. I like the consistent look of it overall. I do want to mention too, these metallic colors here, the metals on his arms, his abs, and his legs are all the same shade. It's a consistent color as well with his guns and on the neck. All a consistent color, all a very nice consistent sculpt. It looks like there's some guards on his biceps here, so that's part of the design, very cool. And then it's like a ribbed sculpt line look going down the triceps here and the elbows and his abdomen and on part of his thighs here, the outside part of his thighs, and going down all the way down his legs. There is a little bit of paint bleeding there, you can see that. Not terrible. Like I said, I'm not gonna like be too nitpicky about this stuff, but that is a bummer, you know. For 20 bucks, it's like, that's, yeah, it is what it is, man. These are getting produced in a factory, I imagine, and some things just can't be avoided. You know, it's a small imperfection, nothing that can't be touched up, so it's a bummer. Aside from that, there is more paint problems here on the pit of his arm there, the the front of the shoulder, or whatever you want to call it, the crease between your forearm and your bicep, there's some paint imperfections there by the joint. That looks really, really ugly. And a little bit here too. So I'd say I'm honestly going to say that's the worst paint imperfection right there. And on the inside of his belt a little bit. But like I said, you can't be too nitpicky about these things. Overall, with first glance, this guy looks really, really nice. And he has some good paint work. I love the shades of brown here, but these are not consistent at all. These are all different shades of brown. And I mean, I like consistency a little bit. I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't be super consistent, but even this down here looks like a lighter shade of brown than his pelvis and his upper hips here. That looks like a little bit of a lighter shade. So we got some really inconsistent kind of browns. Like these two browns kind of match, and this one's way darker. So, and these things are really noticeable in the light. Honestly, when I grabbed him at Target, I didn't notice that right off the bat. So they're really, really small details and really, really small imperfections. Nothing that really should make or break the figure for you, because it definitely doesn't make or break it for me. And I can be a bit critical. So I do like this figure overall. He looks really nice. Again, nice sculpt work, nice feet, nice boots, and I like the black line work here. So overall, and hey, you can see the strap on his butt crack as well. Very nice. So overall, this is very nice. You can also see this belt being ported into his back there. It looks a little rough. But aside from that, I don't know. I don't really have any problems with this guy. His main problem is paint work, really. I don't see any other issues with him that I have, aside from paint work, and he's lacking one holster. And like I said, these are really minor things. It's not like terribly noticeable paint work. It's not like he has freaking wonky ass eyes or something. You know what I mean? It's not terribly ugly, but it's enough for you to go, like, if you mess them enough, you're gonna notice these things and be like, ooh, that looks a little rough. Or you might take a picture of them with some other figures and you're like, oh god, I need to buy some paint and fix that. So if you want to throw out an extra penny, you can, and fix the paint imperfections. I should really put up a tutorial how to do that. Comment below if you'd like a tutorial on how to fix these paint imperfections, because I know I started painting my figures like a couple years back, like a year and a half ago, and I was lost on my first time. So it'd be nice if there are more videos out there to show people how to do that. So let me know if you'd watch that, because I'll definitely make a video for it if you're curious. It's pretty easy. Aside from that, again, just paint imperfections, missing a holster, really nothing else. So let's talk about his articulation, and then we'll chat about the figure a little bit overall. One thing I do want to mention too that I think is very important that I didn't really talk about too much is the fact that this guy really employs an entirely new sculpt overall. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I do not recall seeing these legs, this upper body, or anything like at all. This is a really brand new figure to me, and if it has been released before, this body sculpt, it hasn't been often, maybe once. I've never seen this figure before, this actual action figure. When you take away the character and the paint work, he looks brand new. And I gotta say, this body sculpt is solid, man. I really love how this looks. It is proportioned very, very nicely. And overall, just the details in the sculpt work is so phenomenal. I really like what they did with this body mold. If they would have better paint, I think this guy would have been A+ superb, like a really perfect action figure. He is very, very cool looking. Okay, so taking a look at Maverick's articulation, his head looks back very far and is not hindered. You can see this is a separate piece too, and looks a little odd when you put it super back, because his neck kind of pushes on it and it sticks really far up. And then aside from that, you can port his head down, but it's obviously covered by this little piece here, so that looks kind of funky. He can pivot his neck a little bit, and he can obviously look side to side. These tubes don't hinder anything, but you cannot do a full 360 obviously, because you don't want to ruin the tubes at all. Aside from that, his arms can go out very, very far. So you can see here, the arms look fantastic. And they can also go all the way around if you wish, and they kind of snap and pop when you do that. He does have a bicep rotation. He does have double jointed elbows, which kind of work, but the gloves kind of get in the way here, as you can see, so you can probably get it about that far. So it's almost like a single joint, really, but a little bit more, which it's not a big complaint, so it's kind of a bummer, but not a huge deal. He does also have a rotation here at the wrist, and he also has wrist articulation that goes up and down versus in and out, which I feel like most Marvel Legends figures have that up and down, or in and out articulation, I mean, not the up and down. So this is refreshing, especially when we see guys holding guns like this. If you have him posing his arm out, I personally like to see when he can kind of pivot that down. I think that looks really dope, personally. So I like to see that articulation with characters who have weapons like this. Aside from that, the other wrist, does it have the same articulation? Yes, it has the up and down. So very, very cool. It's a really strong aspect of this figure, in my opinion. He does have a swivel here that doesn't work too well because of these belts here and all these straps and stuff. But you can get some motion out of it, and it does allow for some really cool movements, kind of pivoting side to side, but not too much. And there is a bit of rotation along with it that does work decently, where obviously you don't want to like over rotating. I think it rotates just enough, personally, to look really cool. And then he does he have waist articulation? Holy shit, he has no waist articulation at all. Literally none. That is unfortunate, man. I expect better of Marvel Legends than that. I see literally no waist articulation whatsoever, and I'm really feeling around here. And is there? No, there's literally nothing. Boy, comment below if I'm missing something here, but this appears to have no waist articulation, which is pretty shocking for a Legends figure. Like, what the fuck, man? That kind of surprises me. That's a bummer. So that's a huge missed opportunity right there. That would have been nice to have some of that waist articulation, considering, yeah, you can get some motion up here, but not nearly enough. So that's a bummer. Aside from that, I mean, I shouldn't say this now, but I should keep going. But the G.I. Joe articulation, man, the way they just kind of have a pocket here that rotates, so you don't have that weird, like, part of his abdomen sticking out super far, so the belt would hinder it. Like, if they had that G.I. Joe articulation, God, this figure would be so perfect. Holy shit. So there's real potential here, but overall this body sculpt is still cool. So his legs go out very, very far forward, not too far back. They still have that really hard plastic here. So there's a rotation as well at the thigh, double jointed knees. He has a rotation here at the calf, the shin, a hinge as well, and an ankle pivot that is a bit hindered by still ankle piece here, but actually no, it's working all right. If you put it a bit far back, it looks like it gets a bit hindered, but not terribly. So overall the articulation is decent, but we are missing a rotation at the waist. So that's really kind of a big piece of articulation to leave out, in my opinion. I think that's kind of rough. And if you're like, oh god, that articulation we typically use ain't gonna work now, man, because we have this belt and all these straps and shit, do what the G.I. Joe line did, man. But in fact, I'm gonna bust out a figure here in case you haven't collected any of these and show you what I'm talking about. Destro, and he still has a rotation, but he has a belt on. However, he doesn't stick super far out. You see what I mean? Because his waist is like a swivel that fits in this little pocket right there. They could do that with this Legends figure. I don't know why they didn't. And here's why I think they didn't include the waist articulation. Not the G.I. Joe waist articulation, but just the regular waist articulation we've seen with most Legends figures. It's because when you have a belt, it does a little something like that. Where it just kind of, you see that? Because this lower part of the abdomen here, his side, sticks out like that. You see that? That looks awful. The G.I. Joe line does it right, man. That was really perfect what they did. So I get why they didn't include the rotation, but there's ways around that problem, man. Really. And maybe I'm wrong about it. I'd be curious, to ask, why didn't you include that waist rotation on this guy? But really, that's the only problem I have with this figure at all. Then here he is next to Wolverine and Cyclops from the Love Triangle 3-pack. I'm going to say his height is probably perfect. He's pretty goddamn beefy, man, compared to Cyclops and Wolverine. I mean, I don't know if he's as ripped as Wolverine, but he's definitely a lot bigger than Wolverine as he should be, and a little bit taller than Cyclops, which I think is pretty accurate. So overall, I do recommend grabbing this guy. I think he's going to be one of the coolest figures out of this wave, aside from Warpath. He is a really, really great sculpt, man. He has an amazing sculpt. I love how this figure looks visually. This is a really refreshing Marvel Legends figure. He is something different, man. Something different than what we've seen in the past. And I really, really like him, personally. I think he has great sculpt work, really cool guns, and he's an essential figure in the wave if you want to build a strong guy. So he looks dope, and he's a fun figure. A few paint imperfections, missing one major part of articulation, and that's all I got. Literally, really no complaints. So, if you're going to go pick up this wave, I definitely would pick him up. He's a beautiful figure. So, I would give this guy like an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5. I don't know. Maybe I should make a grading scale for these. Comment below and let me know if I should do that. You know, give you a scale, rate these guys. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all your views. I appreciate your comments and your likes. I'd love to talk about figures, so please comment below and tell me what you think of this guy, Strong Guy. Do you think this is a really strong wave? Do you really like the Build-A-Figure? Because I think it's going to be a beautiful Build-A-Figure once I finish it. Let me know what you think of Maverick, most importantly, his figure and his character overall, and the accessories we got and whatever. Just talking about the figure, let me know what you think of the review. Should I do a grading scale? Should I do comparison videos? That's another one I've been thinking about doing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Comment. Follow my Instagram in the description below. Give the description a read. Anyways, thank you for watching. Most importantly, keep collecting. Peace, guys.